The train finally stopped just as the evening sun painted the sky in shades of gold and orange. After 8 endless years away, Daniel stepped onto the platform carrying nothing more than a worn duffel bag, a faded photograph of his little boy, and a heart overflowing with hope. Every lonely night in distant battlefields had been survived because of one promise he whispered to himself again and again, that one day he would return home and wrap his son in his arms. But destiny had been quietly writing a different ending. Before Daniel even reached his old neighborhood, he would discover a truth so heartbreaking that it would change his life forever. Before we continue, if you believe in kindness, forgiveness, and the power of second chances, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who believes in hope, and subscribe to Kindness Corner. Your support helps these heartfelt stories reach more people who need them. Daniel had left for war when his son, Noah, was only 4 years old. His wife had passed away from illness 2 years earlier, leaving Daniel to raise their little boy alone. When duty called, he had no choice but to leave Noah in the care of his older sister, Emily, promising that every sacrifice would be worth it once he came home. Every month he sent letters filled with love and every paycheck he could spare, believing his son was growing up surrounded by family and waiting for his return. As Daniel walked through the quiet streets of his hometown, everything looked strangely familiar and painfully different at the same time. The old bakery still filled the air with the smell of fresh bread. Children still laughed in the neighborhood park. Yet every familiar sight reminded him of memories that now seemed impossibly distant. He imagined Noah running toward him, taller now but still wearing the same bright smile that had carried him through the darkest days overseas. When he reached Emily's house, his excitement quickly turned into confusion. The front yard was empty, the paint was peeling from the walls, and a large "For Sale" sign stood in the grass. His heartbeat quickened as he knocked on the door. An elderly couple answered and politely explained that Emily had sold the house nearly 3 years earlier and moved away without leaving a forwarding address. For the first time since coming home, fear quietly settled into Daniel's heart. He rushed to neighbors who remembered him, hoping someone knew where Emily had gone. Most simply shook their heads. Some remembered seeing moving trucks. Others said they thought she had gone to another city. No one seemed certain. Every answer only deepened the terrible silence surrounding Noah's disappearance. As darkness fell, Daniel checked into a small roadside motel. Sleep refused to come. He spread old photographs across the bed, staring at the smiling face of the little boy who had become the reason he survived every dangerous mission. 8 years of dreams suddenly felt fragile. He began wondering if Noah still remembered him at all. The following morning Daniel visited every public office he could find. Records were incomplete. Addresses were outdated. Old phone numbers had long been disconnected. One kind social worker quietly suggested checking local schools and children's services. Daniel followed every lead, refusing to surrender. Every closed door only strengthened his determination. Late that afternoon, an elderly mail carrier recognized Daniel's name. The man remembered delivering letters from overseas years ago. His expression grew heavy as he recalled something that Daniel had never imagined hearing. After Emily lost her job, she had struggled financially. Neighbors often noticed unpaid bills and empty cupboards. Then one day, both Emily and Noah simply disappeared. Rumors spread that they had moved to start over somewhere else, but no one ever confirmed the story. Daniel's heart pounded faster. The cheerful reunion he had imagined for years was slipping further away with every passing hour. Still, he refused to believe hope was gone. Days turned into weeks. Daniel spent nearly all of his military savings searching nearby towns, posting missing notices, visiting shelters, churches, and community centers. He met countless strangers whose small acts of kindness reminded him that goodness still existed. A retired teacher searched old school records. A librarian helped him examine newspaper archives. Volunteers shared meals with him when his money began running low. Every helping hand reminded him that compassion often appears when life feels darkest. Then, one rainy afternoon, Daniel found an old family friend working at a grocery store on the edge of town. The woman recognized him instantly and burst into tears. She hesitated before revealing the painful truth she had carried for years. Emily had become seriously ill after losing her home. Unable to care for Noah alone, she had made the heartbreaking decision to place him into temporary foster care while seeking treatment. She believed it would only be for a short time. Tragically, her illness worsened before she could bring him home. The word struck Daniel harder than any battlefield explosion. His knees nearly gave way beneath him. All those years he believed his son was safe with family. Noah had instead been growing up among strangers, wondering why neither his father nor his aunt ever came back. For several long minutes Daniel simply stood in the rain, unable to move. Guilt washed over him like an endless storm. Every promise he had made to his little boy echoed painfully inside his mind. Yet beneath the crushing sorrow, a tiny spark of hope still remained. Noah was out there somewhere. Clutching the faded photograph closer than ever before, Daniel quietly made himself one final promise. No matter how many miles he had to travel, no matter how many years had been lost, he would not stop searching until he found his son. Some promises survive even the deepest heartbreak. Before this story comes to its emotional conclusion, we'd love to hear from you. Please write in the comments, "Hope always finds a way." Your words may encourage someone who desperately needs them today. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, share it with someone you care about, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Kindness Corner. Your support allows us to keep sharing stories that remind us kindness, love, and hope can shine even through life's darkest moments.